Yeah, can you
talking.
hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, I just don't want you to think bad about Istanbul, but unfortunately, I'm traveling outside Turkey, so that's why I'm facing this, challenges
Mm.
with the internet connection. I cannot mention the country, and honestly, but yes, fortunately, my bad.
So give us an idea then of what weight loss surgery is versus what plastic surgery is.
Okay, basically, this is something that we should explain to all the patients about the differences between plastic and bariatric surgery because there is many misunderstanding about this. When we start talking about bariatric surgeries basically is performed to treat obesity as a chronic diseases. Its main goal is to improve the patient overall health, reduce life-threatening medical conditions, and help patients to live longer and healthier life. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Plastic surgeries mainly it comes after the bariatric surgeries. Why? Because we are talking here not about risk for life, for example. We are not talking about fatty livers, for example. We are talking here about aesthetic and body improvement for the appearance. If you got my point. So basically, on the other hand, for plastic surgeries, it's only to improve the appearance. After bariatric
Mm.
surgeries, many ladies and gentlemen they face excess skin. So basically, it's for shaping more for aesthetic purposes, not for
Mm.
weight loss purposes.
So talk to
Yes.
us about
So
what's
this
the
is the main
most
difference.
preferred, yeah, what's the most preferred weight loss surgery currently? Because we're seeing a lot of celebrities responding to one particular one, but we want to hear it from you.
Okay. Generally, we have three types of obesity treatments. We have the bypass, we have the gastric sleeve, and we have the gastric balloon.
Mm-hmm.
Each one is recommended based on the patient's case. For example, if the patient they have acid reflux and they have a diabetic hypertension, for example, the doctor immediately recommend gastric bypass. If
Mm.
the patients only have a challenges with a weight lose, for example, the doctor could recommend the gastric sleeve. Why? Because gastric sleeve is more simple than gastric bypass.
Mm.
Both of them they are a bone weight loss procedure for the long term. For the gastric balloon, simply gastric balloon only help the patients in case you are trying to do some diet, but you face challenges. So gastric balloon, it's only fill a space inside the stomach, so that reduce the amount of the meal that the normal people consuming daily. So it only help you to diet for the diet.
Mm.
So, what happens if you have one of those procedures and they don't go according to plan in terms of the weight loss procedure? What happens if you don't see results? What is the underlying issue in terms of that? Because I know someone who had some kind of bypass. I can't remember what it's called, but she had some balloon inserted for the weight loss, to happen, and it didn't actually work. She didn't lose the weight.
Okay. Gastric sleeve and gastric bypass, both they are not a magic, to be honest. Different recommendation also should be from the patient. For example, there is many misunderstanding about this. Patient they have a gastric sleeve procedure and they think that they can eat whatever they want after the procedure. Okay, so we need to think about it this way. I am paying money, going under an operation to change my lifestyle because I'm suffering with obesity. I cannot gain weight back again. So what should I do? Gastric sleeve is your first step to have a healthy lifestyle. You got my point?
Mm-hmm.
Healthy lifestyle means that, for example, if I need sugar, I don't go to chocolate, I go for fruits, for example. That means that I have lost a
Mm.
certain amount of weight. I would really love to go to the gym now. Why? Because it's my dream body now. I have suffered a lot traveling maybe or paying money for this. So it's you need to be ready mentally. That's why we prepare our patients mentally for this. We explain that we are with you step by step. You need to change how you think about your life. You cannot just rely on fat because you had a gastric sleeve, that means you are not going to gain weight. Because as simple as it is, ma'am, when we have why we are obsessed, why people they gain weight, why they have a big stomach, because the stomach itself it's always able to expand. So after gastric sleeve, we have removed, let's say, 75% of the stomach. So basically, if you force your stomach with more food, it's always able to expand more. So having the mentality, the right mentality after gastric sleeve, and be ready for to change and have a healthy lifestyle are very important.
Mr. Turk, where can we find you guys? Where can we find Splash Clinic?
Yes, ma'am.
Where can we find you guys? You know, because
Again,
you're
please.
telling us the nicest things. Where can we find you so that we can come in there and get our bodies ready for the next summer?
We are available on all social media pages. By the way, we are in Istanbul, Turkey, based there, as you know. And support group, by the way, for our patients. For many South Africans, they talk about their experience with us, and the considering patients also joining there. They discuss together. We have one of the biggest support group for South African patients who come to Istanbul for the procedure.
Thank you so much, Mohammed Turk, joining us on the line there to chat plastic surgery as well as weight loss surgery. On the upside, it's 10 to 4.
Madapiri